I'm Kyle.
And I'm Michelle.
And we're
Homesteaders.
Today, Missy's going to do some stuff here in the kitchen. I've got to head over to the other property, do some mowing. I might build a fire and have a cup of Earl Grey while I'm at it, because it's a beautiful day, isn't it?
It is so beautiful. It's still too hot, but it is beautiful outside.
It's 80s some odd degrees.
Yeah.
Ready for it to begin. So what are you going to do here?
Okay, so I have a whole bunch of goodness that my little teapot's going on here. Yeah, that I'm going to share. I've got a DIY herbal tea that is just so fall-y and good for you, and also a DIY all-purpose.
Oh, wow.
And it is going to be smelling like fall in here.
Oh, good. Even though it's hot outside.
Yeah, you got to do something. I got the air inside. Going, full blast, and it's going to smell like fall.
Oh, man. Well, all right. So I'm going to head over there, and you're going to get to work.
Okay.
Okay. Love you.
This tea is an herbal tea, and not only does it taste good, but it is so good for you. And you'll see why once we start adding these ingredients. So the first thing that you need is you're going to need a teapot. And this teapot is really nice because it has a strainer built in it. But if yours doesn't have one, don't worry about it. You can use some cheesecloth, or you could just use a little mesh strainer when you get ready to pour in your tea. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some apple slices. I've already cored this apple and sliced it up. So we're going to take that and we're going to put it in our teapot. All right, and then we are going to add in a couple of tea bags. Now this tea bag right here is actually a cinnamon black tea. You want to use black tea, and you can use it flavored or you can do it plain. I have a cinnamon one here, and then I also have another one here that I'm going to use, and it's a black tea, but it's Lady Grey, and this is just a really mild flavor. It's really refreshing, and so I'm going to add that in with my ingredients. And I also wanted to show you this right here. If you're a cinnamon tea fan, this is one of the best cinnamon teas I have ever tasted. It is absolutely delicious. And the reason I'm not doing both tea bags the same is because I want an extra flavor of cinnamon in there. But that cinnamon is really strong, so I don't want to put 2 cinnamon tea bags. So I'm only using 1. If you're a huge cinnamon lover, go right ahead. Now I'm going to add in just a few cloves. I'm not a huge clove fan, so I'm only going to add like 3 cloves. If you love cloves, then by all means, you can increase that. And then here again, I already have quite a bit of cinnamon flavor in here, so I'm just going to add 2 cinnamon sticks. If you don't use a cinnamon flavored tea, then you might want to add maybe 3 or 4 cinnamon sticks to yours. And then before I put the water, the last thing I'm going to do is I have some ginger. Now my ginger is kind of soft because I had it in the freezer. That's how I keep mine. And so it's kind of soft, but it doesn't matter. But fresh ginger, and if you don't have fresh, you can use the ground ginger. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to put that ginger down in the pot. And then there you have it. These are all of your ingredients. Now I've had some water just resting over here hot in my teapot. And so I'm going to pour the water over all these beautiful ingredients, and we want to go ahead and fill it up. Okay, and then I'm going to take and I'm going to put the lid on it because this needs to steep for probably about 20 minutes. Now, like I said, if you don't have a teapot that has a strainer, no worries, just use you a cheesecloth or just do this and then put you a little strainer over your cup whenever you go to pour it. This tea has some really good health benefits for you that from the ginger, from the cinnamon, it's going to lower your blood sugar. It is going to be very, very good for inflammation. It's also full of antioxidants, and it is going to boost your immune system. So again, not only is this beautiful, it tastes great, it's going to smell wonderful, and it also is great for you. So the next time you are in the mood for a hot tea that's full of goodness, this right here will do the trick. I forgot to mention, I'm going to use honey to sweeten the tea. You can use honey or sugar or whatever you like to use, stevia, but I'm going to be using some of our local honey here. This is a Logan's honey that everybody from around here just loves this stuff. And I'm so excited because they just come out with this large little bear, a honey bear. Used to, it was just, they just came in small ones. So that's what I'm going to use to be sweetening the tea today. Okay, let's give it a little stir. As you can see, it even has a beautiful amber color to it. We have to have a little sip of it. Whew, that is so good. Kyle and I are big hot drink. We love hot drinks. We like coffees, teas, and it's weird, different times of the year we like certain ones, and also hot chocolate. This is amazing. Oh yeah, good. Now we're moving on to the DIY all-purpose cleaner. Another reason why I really love this, like we did the tea, now we're doing the cleaner, is because we're going to see exactly the ingredients that are going in here. And as you'll see, there were no chemicals, no bad stuff that went in the tea, and there's not going to be any chemicals or bad things that go into this DIY cleaner. It's very easy. It's just a few ingredients. And so I'm going to show you how easy it is to put this together. All right, so first off, you are going to need a squirt, some type of a squirt bottle. I like to use glass. You can find them on Amazon. You can find them at thrift stores. Anytime I find a really good glass bottle, I always pick it up. So we're going to start. I'll also use a funnel because I'm messy Missy for a reason. So we're going to start with a little over a cup of the 91% rubbing alcohol. We're going to add that in. And you do want to make sure it's the stronger alcohol, the 91%. Now, you can also use vinegar, or you could even use vodka. But if you use vinegar, you don't want to put it on marble or stone countertops. That's why I like to stick with the alcohol, because you don't have to worry about it damaging your surfaces. So now I've got about 1 cup of water, and you use filtered water. We have a Berkey, and so that water is great. But if you don't have one, don't use water out of your faucet. If you have like city water, if you don't have a well, you do not want to use water out of your faucet. Go ahead and just get you some distilled water, or some type of filtered water. The next thing I'm going to add is essential oils. And I'll show you what I normally use to come up with a fall scent. I have a vanilla, orange, cedarwood, a cinnamon bark, and a clove. Now, as you can see, these are Young Living. You can use whatever essential oils you want. I just, whatever you have on hand. And normally I would do like probably about 15 drops of the orange, probably 8 drops of vanilla. I'd say at least 10 drops, 12 drops of cinnamon, and then about 4 or 5 drops of cloves, and then about 5 or 6 of cedarwood. The cedarwood is in there because it gives it like this earthy, woodsy depth to the fragrance. The one I'm going to try this time with this one, because this is new. This is something new that Young Living has come out with, and it is a warm pumpkin spice. And I've already been using it in our diffusers, and it smells so good that I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this in it this time. But I wanted to go ahead and show you what I normally use, the combination that I use to make it smell like fall. Now, I'm going to put quite a few drops of this in here. I would say probably 20. And I may even add a little bit of cinnamon and a little bit of vanilla, just because those are 2 of my favorite scents. I love them. So I did go ahead and add about 6 drops of orange and about 4 drops of vanilla. So now we're going to just put our lid on, make sure it's on good and tight. And again, this is very customizable. You can change any of these scents that you want. You can make up your own fall scent. You can do whatever scent you want. I kind of like to go with the seasons. Right now I'm doing fall, and at Christmas I will do Christmas. So got the lid on tight, and then all you're going to do is you're just going to give this a good shake. And every time you use it, you want to shake it up, because as it sits, sometimes the oils will separate, but you just give that a good shake, and voila, your cleanser is fresh and clean. You know what's in it, and there's nothing harmful that is in your cleaner. So that's why I love to do this. And there's all kinds of ones that you can buy that are clean ingredients, but this one is very cost effective too. Now, after you shake it really good, then you're just going to take it, you're going to squirt it out on your counter. Take you a paper towel or your whatever kind of cleaning cloth that you like to use, and man, it is just wonderful. It doesn't leave a film. It will cut grease. This does kill germs, so you can see how pretty the countertop looks. And that is it. And then you have yourself a DIY all-purpose cleaner that smells like fall.
Well, I finished mowing, and now I think I'm going to have a spot of tea. One of the main ingredients for a little fire is good small kindling, and then you work your way up to some bigger stuff. The wind's blowing today, so I don't want a big fire. I'm only going to have a cup of tea anyway, so I'm going to build just a small fire, keep it manageable, and we'll go from there. I've got some homemade fire starters here. It's just, see if I can get in the camera. It's just cotton balls, Vaseline. I'm going to pull it apart there a little bit and expose the fibers, if you can see that. Take my handy dandy Bark River knife, and my ferro rod, and we'll get this started. See that wind? I've got some delicious, nutritious Earl Grey tea. And my cup and my water. I'm having a hard time seeing the camera. I'm going to go ahead and pour that in the cup and heat up. And all I have to do is just get it close. And that should do it. You can see it starting to boil around that edge there, and that heat's just going to radiate through that water. It'll be ready here in just a few minutes. Added my tea bag. It's looking good. All right. Cheers. Yeah, that's perfect. Cup's a little hot on my lips, but not burning hot. Just good and warm. Earl Grey, it hits the spot. It's not a super cool day, it's actually pretty warm, but at the same time with this breeze and in the shade, it does feel really good, and a good cup of tea hits the spot. Hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like,
Share,
subscribe.
and we would love to hear your comments.
Until next time, Lord bless you.
So that's what I'm going to use to be sweetening the tea today.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like.
I'm sorry, I wasn't ready. Go ahead.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. You're so cute.